Okay, so today we'll be discussing about limits of algebraic function. Do you remember in the last CET session I had told you about certain things, correct? I had told you about certain methods, how you can solve, on how you can solve the limits of certain algebraic functions. So there were several methods. The first method which we generally use is direct substitution method. Okay, what is this direct substitution method? There you will directly substitute the values. Okay, so if it works, that is if you do not get it in the form indeterminate formal ಸಿಕ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, if it is not in the form infinity by infinity or infinity power infinity or infinity minus infinity, if it is in not in this form or 0 power 0, 0 by 0, if it is in not in this form, then direct substitution method works. Okay, if in case this when you do the direct substitution, if you get the answer in this form, that is infinity power infinity, then what to do? Then you can have several methods. Out of that, the first method is, what you have to do is cutting down the common factors. Okay, suppose there will be some common things which you can cut down. Factorization method, that is called as factorization method. Okay, so what is this factorization method? Factorization method is nothing but, you can see in the numerator and the denominator, there might be some factors which are common. Okay, there might be some factors which are common. Or you can write the denominator, suppose if you have it in the form ax square plus bx plus c. E formal ide anta helidre, quadratic formal ide anta helidre, if you can write it in the form some x minus a x minus c by a into x plus b by c. E formal ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಟ್ಟ quadratic equation ಅನ್ನು if you can convert it into this form, that is how we do it, by using either quadratic formula method or factorization method, so that our work will be simplified. Direct substitution ಮಾಡುವಾಗ infinity by infinity form ಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು, further it can be simplified. Okay, this is the second method. One more method is rationalization method. What is rationalization method? Suppose you have square root terms. Rationalization method. Okay, what is this? This is nothing but, suppose you have square root term either in the numerator or in the denominator. Okay, suppose you have square root term either in the numerator or in the denominator. So what you can do, you have to, suppose you have root x plus 2. So you can see there is a square root term. So when we have square root, we normally, what we do, we panic when we see square root term. So what we can do is multiply by the rational factor of this. What is the rational factor of root x plus 2? It is nothing but root x minus 2. Okay, if it is in the denominator, then multiply in the denominator, root x plus 2 into root x minus 2, so that somehow the square roots get cancelled and our work becomes easier. So this is the third method. Okay, this is the third method. So these are the methods which we use normally to solve some of the algebraic limits of some algebraic functions. Okay, so today we will be solving problems related to these methods only, either factorization or we will be doing the rationalization. Only these things, based on these things we will solve some 12 problems, and then we will stop, because that completes one part of the limits, and then we can go for the next part in the next class. Okay, so can we move to the questions now? Okay, fine. Yes. Now the first question, limit of, okay, the first question is limit of summation r square. You can see that it is limit summation r square, where r varies from 1 to n and n tends to infinity, divided by n cube. Okay, when you see summation, the summation terms you had studied in your first year science, first year class you had studied, right? What is the summation of n square? Summation of n square is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Do you remember this? Do you remember this in sequences and series? You had studied in series. Summation of n square is equal to n into, yes, sum of squares of first n natural numbers is nothing but n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Okay, so here you have similar form. Instead of n, okay, instead of n you have it as r. Okay, and here your n reaches infinity, which means it is slightly in this form only. Okay, it is in this form itself. Okay, so now you have to apply this formula in order to get the answer. Okay, in order to get the answer, you have to apply this formula. So what happens to my question? It becomes limit summation r square r is equal to 1 to n can be written as n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Again, we have whole divided by n cube. So whole divided by n cube as n tends to infinity. Okay, what we have done, in place of summation r square, we have substituted this formula. Okay, so that gives limit n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6 and n cube. Both are in the denominator. Okay, this is nothing but how it is in the form. If you have AB by C, AB by whole divided by C, you can write it as A divided by BC. Okay, okay, Nur Fatima, if you have A by B whole divided by C, you can write it as A divided by BC. The same trick, the same thing we are applying. There is a logic behind this. I hope you know this. So I won't be in detail. I won't be explaining it these things in detail. So you will be getting 6n cube. N tends to infinity. Now first thing first, what you have to do? Put n is equal to infinity. If you put n is equal to infinity, you will get it in the form infinity by infinity. Correct? Did you substitute? Did you substitute? If you put n is equal to infinity, yes, you are getting it in the form infinity by infinity. Whenever we are getting it in the form infinity by infinity or any other indeterminate form, we cannot go for the direct substitution. So we have to do something. So what is the problem? Where the problem lies? In the denominator, we have n cube. So if I cancel n cube, so whenever you have this kind of problem, what you have to see is you have to see the highest degree. What is the highest degree over here of n? It is 1, 1, 1. Here it is n cube. So somewhere if I cancel n cube, maybe my infinity by infinity form will be changed. So what I will be doing is, it is limit of, in the first term, n is outside, keep it as it is. When you take the second term in the numerator, it is n plus 1. Okay, it is n plus 1. So if I take n common from the second term, what is remaining over there? What is remaining over there, students? What is remaining over there? It is, see, we have n plus 1. Okay, from that I am taking n outside. So in place of n, I have 1 plus, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಮಾತ್ರ ಇತ್ತು, 1 ಇಂದ n ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಉಳಿಯುವುದು 1 by n. If you want, you can multiply and see whether you are getting back the same answer. So n plus 1 is equal to n into 1 plus 1 by n. Is it clear? Because you can see n into 1 is n plus n into 1 by n is you are getting 1. So n plus 1 can also be written as n into 1 plus 1 by n. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. So this becomes 1 plus 1 by n. Similarly, from the third term also I'll take n common. Okay, from the third term also I'll take n common. So what is remaining? From third term, if I take n common, that is n into 2 plus 1 by n. Correct? Correct? You multiply and see. It is n into 2 is 2n plus 1 by n into n is 1. Okay, so you are getting it in the form 2 plus 1 by n divided by 6n cube as n tends to infinity. Now if you see in the numerator, okay, if you see the numerator, n into n into n, n into n into n is n cube, n into n is n square into n is n cube. So this term and denominator get cancels. So we'll be remaining with, in the numerator, we'll have 1 by n into 2 plus 1 by n divided by 6 as n tends to infinity. So now if you apply the limit, as if you put as n tends to infinity, in place of n if you put infinity, you should always remember whenever n goes to infinity, okay, you should always remember whenever n goes to infinity, 1 by n goes to 0. Okay, whenever n goes to infinity, 1 by n goes to 0. So if I put n is equal to infinity now, what will I get in the numerator? What will be my answer? Yes, tell me the answer now. If you put n is equal to infinity, 1 by n becomes 0. So what will be the answer? Put wherever 1 by n you have, substitute there it as 0. So it is 1 plus 0 into 2 plus 0 divided by 6. So that is 1 into 2 divided by 6. 2 by 6 can be simplified as 1 by 3. Okay. So your correct answer is option 3. So your correct option is option 3. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? So whenever you have infinity by infinity form, try to cancel the things. Okay, try to cancel the thing. That is, you can take the common. A particular term only, whatever the highest degree is. If you see in the first term, n has order 1. Degree is 1. Correct. In the second term also, the order of degree of n is also 1. In the third term also, n is the power eshtiде, highest andre 1 ide. So highest power ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. That is the technique you have to remember. Okay, whatever the highest power that particular term possesses, you take it out. Only in case of product, sum ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ sum ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ it should be of common degree. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ same degree ಇರಬೇಕು. Okay, fine. Can we move to the next question? Yes. Okay. So this is your next question. Okay. So what is the question says? 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4 plus 5 minus 6 plus so on minus 2n divided by square root of n square plus 1 plus square root of 4n square minus 1. Okay. So now if you see the numerator, you have to find what is the limit. So if you put directly the substitution as n is infinity, if you directly substitute the value as if you put n is equal to infinity, what you will get? 2 into infinity. Again, it is infinity by infinity, correct? Direct substitution does not work. Is it true? When you put n is equal to infinity, okay, what you will get? You will get it as infinity by infinity form. Okay, infinity by infinity form. So we cannot go for that particular method. Okay, we cannot go for that particular method. So we have to think. So if you see the numerator, okay, if you see the numerator, what is there in the numerator? You can see it is 1 minus 2. Okay, 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Take two terms together. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. 3 minus 2 is also, 3 minus 4 is also minus 1. Okay, so 5 minus, wait a minute. Yes, everything is minus 1, correct? So if you see, everything is minus 1 here also. These two pairs, it will become minus 1. Again, what is the number just before 2n? What is the number just before 2n? What is the number just before 2n? 6 ಗಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ 5 ಇದೆ. 1 less than 6. What is the number before 2n? 1 less than 2n. What is 1 less than 2n? It is 2n minus 1. Okay, it is 2n minus 1. So you can see when you do 2n minus 1 minus 2n, again you will get minus 1. Here in total there are n terms, correct? In total you have these kind of pairs. How many pairs you can see? N pairs. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Till 2n you have n number of pairs. So how many times minus 1 is repeated? How many times minus 1 is repeated? How many times minus 1 is repeated? N times, correct? How many times minus 1 is repeated? Minus 1 is repeated n times. So my numerator, okay, my numerator can be written as, just by looking these things, my numerator can be written as, so that is limit 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 4 plus 5 minus 6 plus so on minus 2n divided by square root of n square plus 1 plus square root of 4n square minus 1. Okay, and as n tends to infinity. So you can, as I told, if you take pairwise, it is minus 1 and it is repeated n times. So it is minus 1 into n divided by the whole term is changed to minus 1 into n. Now if you see in the numerator, okay, numerator there are two terms. It is sum of two terms, correct? What is the first term? First term is n square plus 1 and second term is 4n square minus 1. What is the highest degree of n in both the terms? What is the highest degree of n in both the terms? ಎಷ್ಟು ಪವರ್ ಇದೆ? n ಇದು ಪವರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು highest ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? What is the power? What is the power of n in both the terms in the denominator? Power n ಎಷ್ಟು ಪವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು? n square ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. So power is 2, right? Degree is 2. So you can see it is common in both the things, correct? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ n square plus 1 ಇದೆ. Even here I have 4n square plus 1. So what I can do? I can take n square outside from the square root. Okay, I can take n square outside from the square root. So when you are taking n square outside from the square root in ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ n square ಬರ್ತದ n ಬರ್ತದ? What you will get outside the square root? What you will get outside the square root? N, right? Yes, good. We will get n. So now you take n square common from both the terms. Okay, you take n square common from the both the terms. So you will get n outside. Okay, inside the square root it is n square by, you are taking n square common. So it is, you are dividing by n square. 1 plus n square plus square root of 4n square by n square minus 1 by n square. Okay, n square common ತೆಗಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? You are dividing the square root inside the square, the terms inside the square root by n square. Okay, as n tends to infinity. So that gives me limit minus 1 to the power n divided by n into n square get cancels. So it is 1 plus 1 by n square plus square root of, again n square cancels, 4 minus 1 by n square as n tends to infinity. Why we are doing all this circus is just because to avoid infinity by infinity form. So you can see n get cancels. So we will be remaining with limit, okay, limit minus 1 divided by square root of 1 plus 1 by n square plus square root of 4 minus 1 by n square. Okay, as I told you earlier, as n tends to infinity, okay, as n tends to infinity, where 1 by n goes, where 1 by n goes, as n tends to infinity, 1 by n goes to 0, correct? So here we have 1 by n square. 1 by n square can be written as 1 by n whole square, correct? 1 by n square can be written as 1 by n whole square. So where 1 by n whole square tends to, as n tends to infinity, it also tends to 0 because 0 square is again 0. So substitute the values. So it is minus 1 divided by square root of 1 plus 0 plus square root of 4 plus 0. Okay, so that is minus 1 divided by 1 plus 0 is 1, square root of 1 is 1. So it is 1 plus square root of 4 plus 0 is 4, root 4 is 2. So what is your answer? Which is the correct answer? Which is the correct answer? Option B, or second one is the correct option. So that is minus 1 by 3. Is this clear, Subramanya and Nur Fatima? Is this clear? Why did we do these things? Is this clear? Yes. Okay. Then we'll solve some problems similar to this kind in the entire session. Okay. We'll be solving problems similar kind. Okay. So the next question. This is the next question. So since Nur Fatima was there from the beginning, you can see there is a square root term in the question. So what method we have to follow? Which method we have to follow? Which method we have to follow? It's a polynomial. Yeah. Which method? You can see a square root. Which method you have to follow? Which method you have to follow? Which method? Rationalization, correct? Rationalization, yes, good. Rationalization method. Rationalization method ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಡುವಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು. Why we are doing rationalization? So that we will be we can get rid of square root terms. Okay, we can get rid of square root terms, because whenever square root terms comes, it becomes difficult for us to solve. So in order to make our work simplified, what we'll be doing, we'll be rationalizing the numerator. So when you are rationalizing the numerator, which means you are multiplying by the rational factor here, both in the numerator and denominator. You can see that. One I'll explain, so that when you get the next question, you'll be clear how to go about. So it is limit square root of x square plus x plus 1 minus square root of x square plus 1. Okay. So if you directly put as x tends to infinity, what you will get? You will get infinity minus infinity form. Again, it is an indeterminate form. Okay. If you put x is equal to infinity directly, you will get it in the form infinity minus infinity, which is again a what do you say, indeterminate form. So you cannot go for direct substitution method. There comes, when you see the square root term, you should remember quickly that we have to go for the rationalization form. Okay, we have to go for rationalization. Okay, we have to go for the rationalization. So what is the rational factor of the numerator? It is nothing but limit, okay, x square plus x plus 1 minus square root of x square plus 1. Write it as it is. Multiply and divide by the rational factor of this. So the rational factor of this is plus 1. Here plus, okay, here it was minus, here it becomes plus. So whenever you have a minus b, what is the rational factor of a minus b? It is a plus b. Remember this. The symbol only changes. If what is the rational factor of a plus b, if someone asks, then it is nothing but a minus b. So here it becomes square root of x square plus 1. So when you are multiplying, you should divide by the same factor, so that your question remains the same. Otherwise, only if you are multiplying, the question changes. We don't want to change a question, right? We just want to simplify the things. So this becomes x square plus x plus 1 plus square root of x square plus 1 as x tends to infinity. So if you see the numerator, it is in the form a minus b into a plus b. Can you see that? It is in the form a minus b into a plus b. Here a is this particular term. Yes. What is a minus b into a plus b? What is a minus b into a plus b? What is the formula? What is the formula of a minus b into a plus b? A square minus b square. Good. So apply the same thing. So this becomes, so you can see that when why we are doing rationalization, to cancel the square root terms, because when you square root, when you square a square root term, that square root and square get cancels. So it will be limit, okay, square root of x square plus x plus 1 whole square minus square root of x square plus 1 whole square divided by square root of x square plus x plus 1 plus square root of x square plus 1. Okay, fine. What happens with the numerator? Square root get cancels. Okay, so it becomes limit x square plus x plus 1. We have minus into x square is minus x square, minus into 1 is minus 1 divided by whatever the term is in the denominator. Write it as it is. Square root of x square plus x plus 1 plus square root of x square plus 1 as x tends to infinity. Now tell me, simplify the numerator. What you will get in the numerator? What you will get in the numerator? Numerator ನೋಡಿ ಏನೇನಿದೆ numerator ಅಲ್ಲಿ x square plus x plus 1 minus x square minus 1. So what is remaining in the numerator? What is the simplified version of the numerator? 0. Yes, good no Fatima. It is x. X square and x square get cancels. Plus 1 and minus 1 get cancels. X is remaining. Correct? X is remaining. So it becomes limit. Okay, limit x divided by square root of x square plus x plus 1, okay, plus square root of x square plus 1 as x tends to infinity. Are we done? No. Even now if you substitute x is equal to infinity, again we will be getting in the form infinity by infinity. Correct? ಈಗ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ x term ಹಾಗೆ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗಾದ್ರೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದು ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪವರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್? What is the highest power of x? It is 2. So I'll divide by x square in the denominator, that is inside the square root I'll divide by x square. Okay, I'll erase these things. Ishtella procedure ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, since it is the first problem I'm explaining it in detail. So this becomes limit x divided by x square plus x plus 1 plus square root of x square plus 1 as x tends to infinity. So what I'll be doing, inside in the denominator, inside the square root I'll be dividing by x square. So we will see what we will get. So it is x divided by square root of x square by x square, multiply and divide by, okay, so x square and multiply ಮಾಡಿ square root ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ x ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, okay, is it clear? I'm taking x square common from, okay, x ಯಾಕೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? Yes, okay. So then, so that is plus x by x square plus 1 by x square plus, again here also you are taking the same thing, you are taking x common, so you have to divide by x square throughout. Okay, sorry. So that is as x tends to infinity. That gives you limit x get cancels, 1 by square root of x square get cancels plus 1 by x plus 1 by x square plus square root of 1 plus 1 by x square. Okay, now if you put x tends to infinity, where 1 by x goes? Now if you put x tends to infinity, where 1 by x goes to? As x goes to infinity, where 1 by x goes to? X infinity ಆದಾಗ 1 by x ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 1 by x becomes 0. Put the value 1 by, wherever you have 1 by x, put it as 0. If 1 by x is 0, even 1 by x square is also 0. So tell me the answer. What is the answer? What is the answer? Wherever you have 1 by x and 1 by x square, put it as 0. Tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. Prabha, just put 1 by x ಇರುವಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಹಾಕಿ. ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ 1 by x ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಹಾಕಿ. Yes, good, good, Noor Fatima. Your answer is correct. It is option 3. Yes, 1 by 1 plus 1. What is 1 plus 1, Subramanya? It is 2, right? So you will get the answer as 1 by 2. Not second option, third option is the second option is minus half. Okay, yes, good, Prabha. Okay, so next, okay, so ಏನಿಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಒಟ್ಟು ಆ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪವರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫಾಲೋ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫಾಲೋ. Okay, so you just have to cancel the highest power of given variable, whatever might be the variable, you just have to cancel so that we can avoid the infinity term over there. Okay, so now you have understood the thing. Can you solve one problem of same kind? Yes, will you try? We will do it together. Okay, okay, will you try that? Yes, okay. So this is the next question. This is the next question. So you can see what you have to do. First you have to, you can see it is fractions, correct? Those are two fractions. The two terms are nothing but fractions. What you have to do, you have to, in order to add or subtract fractions, the denominator should be same. But you can see here we have different denominator. So cross multiplication you do and you simplify the things. Okay, you start working. I'll also do with you. So we will see where we will get the answer. Okay, so it is limit, okay, x cube into cross multiplying 3x plus 2 divided by 3x square minus 4 into 3x plus 2. See, here I am doing in detail, but that is not needed. If you are getting the answer, it is fine. Okay, I am just doing so that you don't have to panic about the things. Okay, 3x plus 2 into 3x square minus 4. as x tends to infinity. So that is limit. Now you can see the denominators are same. So I'll rate the denominator once, 3x square minus 4, 3x plus 2. So if you see the numerator, it is x cube into 3x. It is 3x to the power 4 plus x cube plus 2 is 2x cube minus x square into 3x square is 3x to the power 4 minus into minus is plus x square into 4 is 4x square. Okay, 4x square as x tends to infinity. Okay, now I can cancel. What can I cancel? What I can cancel in the numerator? What I can cancel in the numerator? I can cancel 3x power 4 minus 3x power 4. I can cancel. So it is limit 2x, sorry, limit 2x cube minus 4x square divided by 3x square minus 4 into 3x plus 2. Okay, as x tends to infinity. Okay. Okay, now my given question is simplified, but now you put x is equal to infinity. Still you will be getting it in the form infinity by infinity. So it is not done. So ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು x ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಹೌದಾ x ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಸೊ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ x ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗಿತೀನಿ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ x ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ x cube into okay 2 x cube ಹೊರಗೆ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿಯೋದು 2 ಮೈನಸ್ 4 into x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇತ್ತು ನಾನು x ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು x ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸೊ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ x ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಏನು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಏನು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗಿತೀರಿ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪವರ್ ಇರುವಂತ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗಿತೀರಿ x ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ x ನ ಪವರ್ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡಿ ಸೊ ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಸೊ ಏನಾಯ್ತದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು 1/x ಉಳಿತದೆ ಸೊ 1/x ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಓಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು ಅಂತ ಆರ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಓಕೆ ಯು ಫಾಲೋ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗಿಬಹುದು okay in the first term what is the highest power of x what is the highest power of x it is what is the highest power 2 so I have to take x square outside from the first term x square ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಉಳಿಯೋದೇನು 3 minus 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ x okay 4 ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು x ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಏನು ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದರಿಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಸೊ x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ x ಟರ್ಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 4/x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ x ನ ಪವರ್ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪವರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು 1 ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ x ಪವರ್ 1 ಇರೋದು ಹೌದಾ x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ x ಪವರ್ 1 ಟೇಕ್ x ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಓಕೆ ಟೇಕ್ x ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ 3x ಇಂದ x ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ 3 ಉಳಿತದೆ 2 ಇಂದ x ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ 2/x ಓಕೆ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ 2/x as x tends to infinity here in the numerator I have x cube denominator it is x square into x okay x square into x is nothing but x cube so x cube term get cancels so now you can see there is no direct x term anta illa correct 4/x ಇದೆ 4/x square ಇದೆ 2/x ಇದೆ x term illa so now if you put x is equal to infinity where this 4/x or division ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ term ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ x divisional x denominator alliರೋ term it goes to 0 so wherever you find x in the denominator ಆ entire term ಅನ್ನು 0 ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಿರಿ tell me the answer you just tell me the answer put wherever you have x in the denominator put that entire term as 0 because as x tends to infinity 1/x goes to 0 so 4/x is nothing but it is 0 4/x square is 0 2/x is 0 good note Fatima so the correct answer is 2/9 okay the correct answer is 2/9 Subramanya did you get the answer Prabha what about Prabha did you get the answer yes okay good So now you have got the idea, right? What we are doing, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ? Yes, you understood, right? Okay, ನೀವು ಸ್ಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಾನು ಸ್ಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಾ? Okay, you have got the idea, right? We'll solve some more questions. Okay. Oh, this is the next question. This is the next question. They have given you f of x, they have given you g of x, they have given you h of x. Okay. Okay. So they have given you three functions and they have asked you to find the limit of sum of these functions. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅದರ ಸಮ್ಮಿನ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ f of x plus g of x plus h of x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, okay, what is the answer? We can see the simplified form. Okay. Okay. We'll see the simplified form of if you put f of x, g of x and h of x, what we will get. We will check that. So put f of x is, what is f of x? It is 2 by x minus 3. Okay. What is g of x? X minus 3 by, is it x minus 3 or x minus 5? Okay. X minus 3 by x plus 4. And what is g of x? It is 2, sorry, h of x is 2 in minus 2 into 2x plus 1 divided by x square plus x minus 12. Okay, can you see this? Okay, so now if you see, all three are fractions, right? All three are fractions with the different denominators, correct? With the different denominators. But if you see, this is something, okay, this is something, it is in the quadratic form. Okay, this is in the quadratic form, correct? And always you should remember, whenever you have a CET or JEE question, remember CET or JEE question, and if it is in the denominator ee riti fraction form alli ide anta helidre, idikke ee mooru terms ge eno relation ide, that you should know. That is very clear that there is some relation between these three terms, because this is not a board paper, right? Board paper alladre ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೇರೆ ಇದ್ರು changes ಮಾಡಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದು, but ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಏನೋ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತವೆ. Okay, so now what you do, you factorize what is x square plus x minus 2. Factorize x square plus x minus 12. ಅಂದ್ರೆ x ಇನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅದು ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಸಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡು, which you used to do in the high school. The same thing you follow over here. Okay, the same thing you follow here. And tell me, what are the factors of x square plus x minus 12? What are the two factors of x square plus x minus 12? We can go for two methods, either formula method or factorization method. Anything is fine. I'll go for factorization method. Okay. So what they have told, illi 12 ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ should be minus 12 and x ಇನ ಜೊತೆ what is the coefficient of x over here? x ಇನ ಜೊತೆ ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದೆ? What is the coefficient of x over here? What is the coefficient of x over here? What is the coefficient of x? It is 1. Good. So sum should be 1. What are the two numbers which can give you sum as 1 and product as minus 12? ಯಾವ ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ you will get sum as 1 and product as minus 12? What are those two numbers? Can anyone tell me that? What are those two numbers? What are those two numbers? When you multiply those two numbers, you should get it as minus 12, and when you do the sum, it should be 1. So can you tell me what are these two numbers? What are these two numbers? No. Sum product minus 12 ಆಗಬೇಕು. Product minus 12 ಆಗಬೇಕು. 4 and 3, good. But I should get answer as minus 12. If I do 4 into 3, I'll get 12. If I do 4 into 3, I'll get 12. I should get minus 12. So it should be, Noor Fatima, you're near to the answer. You just think 4 and minus 3. Good. Minus 4 into 3 alla, 4 into minus 3. Yakandre sum positive irbeku. Sum positive irbeku anta helidre, the symbol of bigger number should be positive. Okay. The sum is positive here. Observe. Sum is positive. 4 minus 3 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ 1 ಬರೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ. minus 4 plus 3 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ minus 1 ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? So what should be the two numbers? It is 4 and minus 3. Okay. So what I'll do is x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 12 ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಇದ್ದ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ 4x minus 3x ಅಂತ. Now you see the common factor. It is x into x plus 4 minus 3. I will take common from these two terms. So it is what is remaining? X plus 4 is remaining. So you can see x plus 4 is common both the sides. So it is x plus 4 into x minus 3. Okay. So x square plus x minus 12 can be written as x plus 4 into x minus 3. So can you see the relation now? I told you, right? There will be some relation. Can you see the relation? Idra product eno, it is nothing but the denominators of other two terms. Okay. So now this can be replaced by x square plus x minus 12 can be replaced by x plus 4 into x minus 3. Okay, I'll do that. So it is f of x plus g of x plus h of x is equal to 2 by x minus 3 plus x minus 3 by x plus 4 plus minus 2 into 2x plus 1 divided by x plus 4 into x minus 3. Okay, when you take LCM, it should be these two terms. Here I have only one term. Here I have only x minus 3. So I need to get it as x plus 4 into x minus 3. So for the first term, multiply and divide by x plus 4. For the second term, multiply and divide by x minus 3. So you can get the answer. So this becomes 2 into x plus 4. Okay, for the first term you have to multiply by x plus 4. Yakandre denominator alli x minus 3 matra ide. Nanige x plus 4 into x minus 3 barabeku. Okay. Okay. Prabha is giving me the answer. She is telling it is C. Yes, good Prabha. Good. The answer is correct. Okay. So plus x minus 3 into, here in the denominator I have only x plus 4. I need x minus 3 term. So I have to multiply by x minus 3. Here we have everything in the denominator. So no need of multiplying. It becomes 2x plus 1 divided by x plus 4 into x minus 3. Simplify the numerator. So it is 2x plus 8 plus x minus 3 whole square. What is a minus b whole square? Yes, good Subramanya. What is a minus b whole square? Subramanya has also got the answer. It is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Here a is x and b is 3. So I'll get x square minus 6x plus 9. Yes, good no Fatima. Very good. You have all got the answer, right? So it is 4x minus 2 divided by x plus 4 into x minus 3. So that is nothing but, okay, so x square, there is no x square term. X square minus 8x. Okay, x square minus 8x plus 15. In the denominator it is x minus 4 into x minus 3. So if I do the factorization, the same thing, illi denominator alli madide ade numerator allu madidre, I will get the factors as x minus 3 into x minus 5. Correct? I will get this factor. Factorize the numerator, so you will get this answer. So it is x minus 3. So x minus 3 cancels. So the sum becomes x plus minus 5 divided by x minus 4. Okay. So f of x plus g of x plus h of x is nothing but x minus 5 by x minus 4. Now you find the limit. Okay. Now you find the limit. So limit of f of x plus, you have got the answer, that is correct, plus h of x as x tends to 3. Now this sum is nothing but x minus 5 divided by x plus 4 as x tends to 3. Put x is equal to 3, direct substitution method. 3 minus 5, 3 plus 4. So it is minus 2 by 7. Okay, good. I hope you have followed the correct exact same method. Yes, okay. So this is the next question. Same, avaga madida hage, since you have understood, I'll give you 2 minutes. You can try it out and tell me the answer. Same thing. Take the highest factor outside. Whole square irbekadre whole square agi horagade tegibeku, that you should remember. Okay, and you can try. I'll be discussing this. You try by yourself. Okay, so it is limit First you put n is equal to infinity. If you put it is again in the form infinity by infinity. Okay, again it is in the form infinity by infinity. So we have to go for the factorization, not factorization, but factorization. We have to take the common terms outside. So it is n tending to infinity. N is there. If you take 2n plus 1, the highest degree of n is 1. Okay, the highest degree of n is 1. So when you take n outside, n ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ n ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನೀವು 2n plus 1 ಇಂದ from 2n plus 1 you are taking n outside, but you have whole square, that's why you are taking n square outside. Okay, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? So this becomes 2 plus 1 by n, because we are taking n common from these two terms. So this becomes 2 plus 1 by n divided by, in the numerator, whole square we have, write it as it is. In the denominator, first term only, highest power of n is 1. So you have to take n outside. So if you are taking n outside, the answer is 1 plus 2 by n into, again if you see the second term, highest power of n is 2. So you have to take n square outside. N square outside tegre enagatte, it becomes n square by n square is 1. 1 plus 3n by n square, it becomes 3 by n minus 1 by n square. So you can see n cancels, n square cancels. Iga elli sa n product form alli illa, correct? n into anta illi kuda illa, 1 by n paravagilla, n into anta illa. n into iddidre infinity ಹಾಕಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ it would have been a problem. So now if you put as n tends to infinity, where 1 by n goes, 1 by n goes to 0. So wherever you have 1 by n, put the answer, put it as 0. So it becomes 2 plus 0 whole square divided by 1 plus 0 into 1 plus 0 minus 0. So it becomes 2 plus 0 is 2, 2 square is 4, 4 divided by 1 plus 0 is 1 into 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. So what is the correct answer? Correct answer is 4. So the answer is third one, option 3 or option C. Okay, are you understanding the technique which we are following? We are just taking the common factors outside. Okay, we are just taking the highest power of that particular variable outside. Okay, are you getting this? Okay, only Subramanya has got the answer. No, Fatima and Prabha. Okay, fine. You have got the answer. Yes. Okay. So next question. This is the next question. See what you can see when you see this question. You can see there is a square root term. So when you see square root term, pakka ನೆನಪಾಗಬೇಕು, rationalization ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಮೆಥಡಿಗೂ ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ x 2 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ 2 minus 2 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So 0, anything by 0 is an indeterminate form or not defined form. So that's why we cannot go for direct substitution method. Yes, rationalization. You have to do rationalization. Okay, you have to do rationalization. Rationalization anta helidre, what you have to do here, whatever term you have, multiply and divide by the what you have to do, multiply and divide by the opposite of that. Okay, so that is limit square root of 1 plus root 2 plus x minus root 3 divided by x minus 2. This is the question. I have to multiply and divide by the rational factor of this. Okay, Prabha is telling me the answer for this question. Prabha, is this an answer for this question or the previous one? For this one, previous one, yeah, previous one C, correct. Okay, yes, now you solve this Prabha. Okay, that's fine. Your network is weak, that is fine. You solve this one. Okay, so that is, you have to rationalize the factor. So rationalization is nothing but 1 plus square root of 2 plus x, square root of 1 plus square root of 2 plus x plus root 3. Okay, you can see here it is minus, therefore I am multiplying with plus. Again, whenever you are doing it to the numerator, do it for the denominator also, so that it will, the question will remain intact, it won't change. So it is square root of 1 plus root 2 plus x plus root 3. This is just like, you will have two names, right? One is your name which will be called by everyone, and there is some nickname also, but the person are same, right? That is what we are doing here also. So it is x tending to 2. Okay, so again it is in the form a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square. Okay, so that is limit square root of 1 plus square root of 2 plus x minus root 3. Okay, this is whole square into whole square. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Denominator whatever you have, you write it as it is. X minus 2 into, okay, square root of 1 plus square root of root plus x plus root 3. Okay, fine. So now square root and square get cancels. So in the numerator it is limit, okay, this square root and this square get cancels. So we'll be remaining with 1 plus root 2 plus x minus 3. Square root and root get cancels. So it is x minus 2 into square root of 1 plus root 2 plus x minus, plus root 3, okay, as x tends to 2. As x tends to 2. So what is 1 minus 3? What is 1 minus 3? It is minus 2. Okay. So it is limit root 2 plus x minus 2 divided by x minus 2 into square root of 1 plus root 2 plus x plus root 3. Okay. Again if you see, now also if you put x is equal to 2, again we will be in the same method, because denominator ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ x minus 2 term ಹಾಗೆ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ರೂಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ರೂಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಗಳೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಎಂತ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕರ್ಮ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ರೂಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಇನ್ನ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದರ ರಾಷನಲ್ ಇಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಮಗೆ ರಗಳೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ, ನಮಗೆ ಕಿರಿಕಿರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ, ನಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೊ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದರ ರಾಷನಲ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Since you know what is the rational factor of this, it is nothing but root 2 plus x plus 2. So multiply and divide by root 2 plus x plus 2 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Okay, do it. I'll be raising this. So it is limit x tending to 2 root 2 plus x minus 2 ittu. So multiply by the rational factor of that, that is plus 2, and in the denominator we had x minus 2 into 1 plus root 2 plus x plus root 3 already ittu. Iga matte nanu ee number inda ee factor inda multiply madidini. Okay na, so adannu baribeku. So root 2 plus x plus 2. Okay, again in the numerator it is in the form a plus b into a minus b. So it becomes limit root 2 plus x whole square minus 2 square divided by x minus 2 into denominator ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೆದು ಬಿಡಿ, ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೆದು ಬಿಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ರೂಟ್ 3 into root 2 plus x plus 2. Okay, so now what happens to the numerator? Can anyone tell me what happens to the numerator? Root cancels, so it is 2 plus x minus 4 divided by x minus 2 into, see why we are doing all these things is because I just want to avoid this x minus 2 term, because ಆ x minus 2 term denominator ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಾನು 2 ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ 2 minus 2 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 0 denominator ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಲೇಬಾರದು. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, answer is wrong Subramanya, you just check the answer. Answer is wrong, just check the answer. Okay, check the answer Subramanya. Okay, so denominator ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಉಳಿದ terms ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೆಯಿರಿ. root 2 plus x plus root 3. I think somewhere you have gone wrong. Check the addition, subtraction and all. Plus root 2. Okay, so it is 2 minus 4 is, what happens to 2 minus 4? What is, how much it is? 2 minus 4 is, 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Correct? So numerator ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? What happens to the numerator? What happens to the numerator? What will be remaining? X minus 2 ಉಳಿತದೆ. Correct? I'll write here. So if you do that, it is limit x minus 2 divided by x minus 2 into the rest of the terms. Okay? Root of 1 plus root 2 plus x plus root 3 into root 2 plus x plus root 2. So x minus 2 cancel ಆಯಿತು. Now I don't have any problem because ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ನೀವು x ಗೆ 2 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 0 ಅಂತ denominator ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So now you put x is equal to 2 and tell me the answer. In the denominator ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ x terms ಇದೆ, numerator ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಮಾತ್ರ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. Now tell me the answer. Put x is equal to 2. Yes, good Prabha. Answer is 1 by 8 root 3. Answer is 1 by 8 root 3. You can see that if you put here 2, it is 2 plus 2 is 4. Square root in the ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 4 ಬರ್ತದೆ. Correct? 2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So 1 plus 2 is root 3. Root 3 plus root 3 is 2 root 3. Again here it is 2 plus 2 is 4. So again it is, okay, did everyone get the answer? It is 1 by 8 root 3. The answer is nothing but 1 by 8 root 3. Okay, 1 by 8 root 3. Okay, Prabha has got, okay, fine. So you've got the answer, right? Put x is equal to 2 in this, you will get 1 by 8 root 3 as an answer. Can we move to the next question? Yes. This is the next question. This is the next question. So here you can see 2x plus 1 whole power 40, 4x minus 1 whole power 5 divided by 2x plus 3 whole power 45. Such a simple question, you just tell me the answer. Such a simple question. Same thing. Take x from the first term. X bracket in ಒಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ power 40 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So x power 40 ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Second term ಅಲ್ಲಿ x ಹೊರಗೆ ತೆಗೆಯೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ 5 ಇದೆ power. So it becomes x power 5. So do something and get me the answer. This is a simple question. You cannot go for direct substitution. Here also you have to take the terms outside and work out. Okay. Do it fast. Okay, so that is limit. If you put x is equal to infinity, again it comes out in the form infinity by infinity, which is a indeterminate form. So we are going for the other method, that is we are taking common things outside. So if I take x common, I have to get rid of x, so I have to take x common. So if I take x common from the first term, okay, 2x plus 1 in the, if I take x outside, it is 2 plus 1 by x. But here 2x plus 1 whole power 40 you have. So when you are taking it out, it becomes x power 40. Okay, so it is x power 40 into 2 plus 1 by x whole power 40. Similarly, in the second term, again you are taking x outside because I have to cancel x. Otherwise, it remains, and infinity by infinity form, it will stay. I want to remove it. So that's why I'm taking x outside. So if I take x outside, but here it is x 4x minus 1 whole power 5. So whenever you are taking x outside, it comes out as x to the power 5 into 4 minus 1 by x whole to the power 5 divided by, in the denominator also, if you are taking x outside, it comes out as x to the power 45. Correct? X to the power 45. So it is 2 plus 3 by x whole to the power 45, x tends to infinity. So you can see x power 40 into x power 5. How much it is? X power 40 into x power 5. How much it is? You remember this? A power m into a power n idre, it is nothing but a power m plus n. Okay, here you can see, yes, that is limit x to the power 45 into 2 plus 1 by x whole to the power 40 4 minus 1 by x whole to the power 5 divided by x power 45 into 2 plus 3 by x whole to the power 45. So x power 45, x power 45 get cancels. So we have removed x in terms of product form ಅಲ್ಲಿ the x ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. Now we put as x tends to infinity where 1 by x goes to x infinity ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ 1 by x ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, where 1 by x goes, it goes to 0. So wherever you have 1 by x term, put it as 0. So it becomes 2 plus 0 whole to the power 40, 4 minus 0 whole to the power 5 divided by 2 plus 0 whole to the power 45. Okay, so that is 2 power 40 into, okay, I'll get it as 4 power 5 divided by 2 power 45. Okay, now 4 power 5, okay, 4 power 5 can be, because 4 can be written as 2 square, correct? 4 can be written as 2 square. So I can write it as, I'll erase these things. So it is 2 power 40. At the end it was in this form, 4 power 5 by 2 power 45. So 4 can be written as 2 square. So it is 2 power 40 into, because everything is in terms of 2. So I'll write this also in terms of 2. Okay, 4 and nanu 2 square and substitute madde. So it becomes 2 power 45. So it is 2 power 40 into 2 square power 2 into 5. Okay, this 2 into 5. If you have a to the power m whole to the power n, you can write it as a power mn. The same thing I am applying here. 2 square power 5 I have. So 2 into 5 is, how much is it? 2 into 5, it is 5 twos are 5 twos are is 10. Okay, divided by 2 power 45. So now again you apply that same formula, a power m plus n. Good, Prabha. The answer is correct. Yes, good. 2 power 5 is the answer, that is 32. Okay, so a power, if you have a power m into a power n, it can be written as a power m plus n. So here it becomes 2 power 50 by 2 power 45. Okay, and if you have in the form a power n by a power n, you can write it as a power m minus n. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಕೂಡ ಬೇಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಪವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 50 ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 45 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ 45 ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ 2 power 50 minus 45, which is 2 power 5. 2 power 5 is nothing but 32. So the correct answer is option C. That is 32 is the correct answer. Did you get? Subramanya, Nur Fatima? Yes. Nur Fatima? Did you get the answer? Yes. Okay. Next question. Okay. Next question. Okay. This is the next question. Take x common from each term. Prati term alli x common tegiri. Here it is plus. Okay. In between you have plus. Take x common. Somehow get rid of x. And tell me the answer. What will be the answer? Okay. Can you do it by yourself? This one. Can you do it by yourself? Same as last problem. Same as last problem. Okay. Take x common from each term. But ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾ x power 10 common ಬರ್ತದೆ. Same as last problem. Okay. Do it as it is. But ಅಲ್ಲಿ plus ಇದೆ ನಡುವಲ್ಲಿ, multiplication ಅಲ್ಲ ಇರೋದು. ನಡುವಲ್ಲಿ plus ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು. That you have to carefully observe. So before you start, you just tell me how many terms are there in the numerator. How many terms are there in the numerator? Just tell me that. How many terms are there in the numerator? Yes, 100 terms. Good, Subramanya. There are 100 terms in the numerator. Good, Nur Fatima. Good, Prabha. There are 100 terms in the numerator. Okay. So it is limit x to the power infinity. Okay, so if I take x outside from each term, okay, prathiyondu term alli x plus 1 whole power 10 ide. So prathiyondu term inda ಏನು outside, what will you get as common? If you take x outside, it will come out as x to the power 10. Okay, x to the power 10 plus 1 by x whole power 10 plus again from the second term you are taking x outside. So it becomes x power 10 into 1 plus 2 by x whole to the power 10 and so on till, okay, last term, 100th term, as you told there is 100 terms, into 1 plus 100 by x whole to the power 10 divided by, in the denominator also you take x power 10 common. So if you take x power 10 common, 1 plus 10 by 10 power 10 by x power 10 I will get. Okay, 1 by 1 plus 10 power 10 by x power 10. Now if you see in the numerator, okay, numerator, if you carefully observe each term, you can see that x power term 10 is common in each of them, correct? Can you see that? X power 10 is common in each of them, correct? Yes, now you take x power 10 common from all the 100 terms. Take it out and put it outside. So it is limit. We don't want that. Okay, so what is remaining? That is not a good friend. That is a bad friend. That's why I'm taking it out. So it is 1 plus 2 by x whole to the power 10 plus so on plus 1 plus 100 by x whole to the power 10. Okay, so you can see x power 10 is common in all the terms. That's why I have taken it out. It becomes x power 10 in 1 plus 10 power 10 by x power 10. So you can cancel x power 10 because it is in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Now you put x as x tends to infinity, where 1 by x goes to 0, correct? As x tends to infinity, x infinity hatra ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 1 by x ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ? 1 by x ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ reciprocal ಅಲ್ವಾ? So 0 ದ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. So 1 by x goes to 0. So wherever you have 1 by x term, put it as 0 and tell me the answer. What is the answer? You just give me the answer. Give me the answer. What is the answer? Wherever you have 1 by x, put it as 0. 3? What is the answer? There is no option as 330, no. The option is only, you're having option 0, 1, 10, 100. Out of these only you should have some answer. Put, wherever you have 1 by x, put it as 0. Should I solve this? Okay, I'll solve. 2 by x anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀತೀರಾ? 2 by x ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ you can write it as 2 into 1 by x, correct? 2 by x is nothing but 2 into 1 by x. ಹಾಗೆ 3 by x ಇದ್ರೆ 3 into 1 by x. 100 by x ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರೆ 100 into 1 by x. ಅದೇ ತರ, ಓಕೆ? ಪ್ರಭಾ, ಈಗ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ? ಹಾಗೆ x to the power 10 ಇದ್ರು ಹಾಗೆ 10 power 10 whole power x power 10 ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? 10 by x whole power 10 ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. 10 by x ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? 10 into 1 by x whole power 10 ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆನಾ? Can you tell me the answer now? ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು 100 terms ಇದೆ numerator ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. So what should be the answer? Option is D. Good, Prabha. Okay. Yes, good, Noor Fatima. One more. Yes, what is the answer? If you put x is equal, 1 by x is 0, what happens to this? 1 plus 1 by x is 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. Any 1 to the power, any finite number is always 1. So it is 1 plus, coming to the second term, 2 by x, again it is 0. So it is 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 to the power 10 is again 1. So if you continue till 100, it becomes only 1. And you have only told there are 100 terms in the numerator. So 1 is repeated 100 times. So numerator we will get 100 into 1. And in the denominator it is 1 plus 10 by x whole to the power 10. It is 0. So 1 plus 0 is 0. So 100 by 1 is 100. So the correct option is option 4. Okay. Will you solve one more problem? Yes. Okay. Option 4 is the answer. Okay. So this is the next question. Here you have to take x common from the numerator, from the denominator, also in the power and cancel x everywhere. X ಒಟ್ಟು x ಇಷ್ಟನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೊದಲೇ x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ನಮಗೆ x ಅಂತ ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ತೆಗೆಯಿರಿ. Okay, you just remove x from everywhere. Remove x everywhere. Take it as common so that we won't get any. When you are taking out, take the highest power out. Take the highest power out, not x out. Take the highest power out so that we won't get it in the product form. Okay. So if you see limit. In the numerator, the highest power of x is 2. So take x square outside. So if you take x square outside, 1 plus, I had told you, 2x divided by x square you have to do. So you will get it as 2 by x plus. Next term also divide by x square. Since you are taking x square outside. So it is 1 by x square. Okay. Come to the denominator. In the denominator also, the highest power of x is 2. So take it out. If you take it out, x square into, you divide 2x square by x square. So you will get 2. Okay, so it is 2 minus, divide 3x by x square. So it is 3 by x. Okay, then you divide 2 by minus 2 by x square. So there is nothing to cancel. So you have to write it as it is. Okay, okay, this is about the base. Now coming to the power. Power alli enide. We have in power, we have 2x plus 1 divided by 2x minus 1. There also you have fraction. So if you see in the numerator, the highest power of x is 1. Take it out. If you take it out, what you will get? 2 plus 1 by x you will get. Similarly, in the denominator, the highest in the power fraction is there. Out of that, in the denominator, the highest power of x is again 1. Take it out. You will be remaining with 2 minus 1 by x. So x cancels. Here x square cancels. Now you put as x tends to infinity, 1 by x goes to 0. This substitution you do. So you will get 1 plus 0 plus 0 divided by 2 minus 0 whole power 2 plus 0 divided by 2 minus 0. So that is 1 by 2 power 2 by 2. 2 by 2 is 1. So it is 1 by 2 power 1, which is nothing but 1 by 2. So what is the correct option? Correct option is option 3. Okay. Did you get the answer? Everyone? Yes. Okay. Fine. So you can take these two questions as homework. These are similar questions. Take these two questions as homework. That completes limit of algebraic functions. Okay. That completes limits of algebraic functions. So take these two questions as homework. Try it out. If you have, just try. If you have any doubt, you just try and give me the answer. So if there is any correction which I could be done, I'll do that. Okay. Fine. Take these two questions. Take the screenshot of these two questions. Okay, and I'll stop here. Yeah, you have to do the rationalization method. Okay, both the side you have to do the rationalization method. Okay, here in this you take x to the power half common everywhere, or divide by x to the power half in the numerator and denominator. Okay, previous one only rationalization ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ rationalization ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Here you do you take x to the power half common, that is root x common everywhere, because the highest power is root x. Cube root x alla, cube root x ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 by 2 ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. Okay, highest power is root x. Take it outside, you will get the answer. Okay, so I'll stop here. I hope whatever I have done today is clear.